Welcome back to Johannesburg or Tambo International Airport. Today we're going domestic and we're going to the Kruger National Park, which you may have heard of before, probably have. It's one of the most famous parks in South Africa. Many people going there for safari, seeing some of the amazing wildlife that's here. Where we're flying today with Airlink on the Embraer, on the E-jet, is Skukuza. Quite a cool one, quite a unique approach from what I've heard. A lot of wildlife considerations to do. And after getting there, I'm going to be taking a tour around the airport to see how they manage the wildlife, every other consideration you have to do in a big national park full of big wildlife. Fascinating. Will definitely be something I've never seen before. That'll be a separate video, so you can draw out your South Africa experience over weeks here. And the Airlink experience too, of course. Always a pleasure to work with them. Let's get on board and see what's going on.
Space takes it to the main.
Park brake released.
One space enough for 6 to the main.
We are clear for pushback. They said we're pushing back in tandem with SAA from Charlie 7.
1-1 to the bay, Young is Bravo. Thanks for your help, Dave.
Ground link 082 Tango, requesting taxi in section 8.
Charlie 15, request start with India on request if you can accommodate.
Convey to traffic and after the traffic, pushback approved, facing east Lufthansa 579.
Taxi Alpha short of Lima, link 044 call.
Run Juliet West.
Taxi India Beam Charlie 24, link 753 Alpha. Taxi India Bravo, get to rolling point 03 left, link 753 Alpha.
Good day, Saturday 452, request person start Alpha 12.
Right, stop us all.
Contact ground 121, this mile 9 up for start. Delegate 61 Charlie, runway 03 left at Juliet. Clear takeoff, surface wind is at 0 degrees, 10 knots morning.
Runway 0 left Juliet, clear for takeoff morning, just link 61 Charlie.
Charles, Robert, Charlie 1 is clear of the maneuvering area.
Check first.
Classic.
03 left on Echo, Echo to the base, 15, yes,
V1. Rotate. Welcome, Charlie. You're up.
Charles, Robert, Charlie 1 is clear of the maneuvering area. Thank you.
Bravo Charlie 1, good day.
Link 861 Charlie, go danger radar control, climb to flight level 130. Link 762 Romeo, reduce speed to minimum safe.
Minimum safety, 760 Romeo.
Safari 251, thank you, reduce speed 190 knots.
190,
One Charlie Johannesburg, you're going to climb to flight level 310 direct to the wait.
Right, so today we're going to be doing the Genesis approach runway 17 into Skukuza. What is unique about this approach is that it's a 3.72 degree gradient, so it's very steep. So we start there with tricks and right-hand turn, but you'll see during the approach we've got to configure quite early just to get the energy management of the aircraft under control. We're also quite close to our max landing weight today, so we'll configure nice and early just to make sure we're in a nice stable energy state, just so that the speed doesn't run away with us with that step. So the other thing is it's quite a short runway, it's 1.5 kilometers long, so we'll be doing a flap full landing today to account for.
Okay. So a 50-ton jet into Skukuza.
A 50-ton jet into a bush strip.
Into a bush strip, so.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Do you need special training to be able to do this?
Yes, we've got special training.
So Skukuza is actually it's captain's only landings. So first officers start landing, we can take off, but it's captain's only landings.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And I've heard that wildlife can be an issue around that.
Yes.
Yeah.
We are lucky though, the airport's really well managed, so the wildlife generally they inspect the runway just before we land, so
They got it
should be
covered.
good.
Yeah. Are you still kind of keeping an eye?
100%, yeah. Vultures are also quite an issue here, and especially as we just come through the clouds, you'll see we'll be quite alert looking for vultures. We've seen quite a few.
Wow.
Yeah.
How about other traffic, sort of like bush aircraft?
Yeah, that's also very busy for us. We're used to flying in controlled environments, whereas that's it's unmanned airspace, so we have to make a lot of calls. You'll see we'll be very busy. We're
I don't know if I can show you here.
monitoring two different.
There's quite a lot of game reserves that caravans fly in and out of. So there's Skukuza, but there's quite a lot of traffic that we have to try and mitigate and avoid all of them. So I think for a first officer, she's got obviously a big challenge, like with just the steep approach and energy management into Skukuza, whereas for us, I'm constantly going to be chopping and changing between frequencies and stuff, trying to, make sure everyone's out of each other's way, because it is obviously there's no radar here, so we need to, avoid where we can.
A lot of talking,
Yeah.
a lot of hard work, but we've done it before. So you'll see when we pop out of the clouds that it's quite a steep slope, in addition to a steep approach, in addition to us being quite heavy.
And you're so heavy because you're bringing fuel for the way back, or more than that?
The fuel's quite expensive, so Skukuza, so we don't take care of it.
Okay.
Yeah. Those are all red, but I've got auto brake medium. The aircraft will help me with the initial application of the brakes, but I will take over with my own manual braking. So you see it says 1.2 kilometers required, about 1.5. So, and that 1.2 already has a performance factor within it, so we will be landing within 60% of that at the beginning of the
Okay, yeah.
So it looks quite tight, but it has a margin built into it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Does it look kind of visually quite tight when you're coming in? Does it feel like, oh, that's short?
Well, you'll
It
see
is
now.
short.
Yeah.
It is short.
Yeah. So our true altitude is going to be a little bit higher because of the higher temperature being higher than the standard atmosphere. So you'll see here this has corrected our altitudes to compensate for the fact that our true altitude is effectively higher. So we put the temperature in there, and the SMS will recommend the altitude. So you can see here on the plate it says 10,500 feet. That says 10,140, but that equates to 10,500 feet. Temperature being higher than standard.
Wow.
110 at position of that, and we have got the temp comp altitudes there, which we will use. And it's got checks 1 November 1, and actually now 77. Alright, so we're going through here for checks 1 November 1, 1 Tango 1, and 1 Fox 1, and we've got 0 for our temp comp.
Link 61 Charlie, local grade to you. Identify the 352. Northbound traffic for your descent to flight level 130. Report passing 140.
Airport traffic for the DCT flight 130, passing level 140, link 61 Charlie.
Alright, 130. We're discussing the diversion. We land with 6.4 tons, we only need 2.8 tons for Johannesburg. So
How long have you been both flying?
I've been with Airlink for 10 years, and I've been flying for 17 years.
Nice. Where were you before that?
I flew in Indonesia.
Wow.
Flew caravans in the Borneo jungle, and then
Susie.
yeah, good old Susie. And then before that, I was a flight instructor for a few years.
What a great
South
experience
Africa.
that must be.
It was great, yeah.
I've been flying since 2019. Finished my licenses and everything, and then I was a flight instructor, 43 escort pilot for 3 years, and then I've been with Airlink now for 2.5 years or so. Nice.
61 Charlie, northbound traffic for Finland descent to flight level 110. There is traffic passing over and convert passing to flight level 195 for flight, correction, flight level 95 for flight level 100.
We copy now report traffic for the descent to flight level 110, the traffic and the TCAS, we passing level 155, now link 61 Charlie. Landing clear, just landing gear.
Down 3 inches.
Flight flap. Landing is complete.
Disconnect. Autopilot.
Service transmission on getting 1 shot down 2 off final landing on runway 17.
Approaching minimums. Minimums. $200. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Auto regular.
Regular.
Auto brake.
60 knots. I'll try and contact them on the turnaround to cancel the search and rescue.
You can even do it
Do it
after we
now.
stop, it's fine.
Cool.
Yeah, it's no problem. Channel checkers.
Channel checkers, spark brake.
Send that up.
Engines.
Off.
Hydraulic on 3A.
Off.
Channel 6 minutes.
Link 861 Charlie, search and rescue cancel time 0858.
085, thanks, speak to the airborne link 861 Charlie.
Thank you. That was so cool. You guys get keychains, of course.
Oh, wow, that's so cool.
Oh, thanks so much.
Thank you. I'll put that in my tote bag.
Thanks so much. Yeah, thank you. That was so nice. Hello.
you.
Hi.
How are you?
Hi, doing well. Thank you. Hi.
Definitely checking we haven't hit any animals here.
Yeah.
Shame, I once actually squashed a tortoise on landing.
Oh, no.
It was a really little one. But, yeah.
What a cool little flight that was. Amazing to see airships like this in the middle of the bush, and it really does look short as you're coming in, realizing that you're coming in on a jet. These E-jets, very capable, good at short field takeoff and landing, but still, you know, you're in a jet, you're in a big, heavy aircraft, and we were heavy and just fascinating. Didn't see any wildlife yet from the sky. Hoping to see some while I'm still here. We'll catch the turnaround of this aircraft, take off. Amazing to be here, so cool. And unusually, I'm spending a night here. Often I would just turn around with the plane, and I kind of want to stop doing that, start enjoying the place a little bit if I can, even if it's for 24 hours. Fly out on the ERJ 140, I believe, tomorrow, the smaller Embraer anyway. And now here at Skukuza. We're going to check out what they do here, how they operate this airport in the middle of the Kruger National Park, in the middle of the bush.